yourself or a loved one? Get in touch with administration in North Oak, Colorado.
You there? Yes, I'm talking to you. Are you getting what you want out of life? Let me guess. Food from a tube, rusty water from the tap, another murder outside your bedroom window. But what if you could leave all that behind? Far, far behind when you begin your journey to the final frontier. Send the word SPACE to 729 for a chance to win a one-week getaway, 10 casinos, 5 pools, top-end brain dance equipment, and the best chefs in the universe. If you're looking for a taste of paradise, don't wait a microsecond longer. Send SPACE to 7299 right now. The Crystal Palace. Feel alive in the dead of space.
Has a wicked vibe.
So this more up your alley in the clouds?
Hey, at least here you know what you're getting.
He chipped you for free? Fuck off!
Yeah, gear looks a little basic, but it works.
So he didn't ask for any money? Nada? Not even installments?
Like I said, he just finished and said...
Considering renting or purchasing a niche for your...
Hey, not one step closer. Here to see who. Look, I don't want any trouble. Just let me through. Pretty please. How about you pretty please me? All right. Go on.
Don't be fooled by foreign propaganda. Get the latest trusted scoop on Night City, only on N54 News.
No.
Oh, gracious creature! And benign!
Don't turn off the light. Because visiting to the
Blue
elements.
butter? What the hell are they taking?
The world.
Blue, huh?
Bloody stain!
Probably
It
it's a Fabricol
bruised!
derivative.
For a friend of the king!
Cream
of
rot.
all we owned!
Veins were popping
Our prayer
with
to
it during
him
the third
shall for
corporate.
thy peace!
24
Arise!
hours, Sounds like paradise.
Who can blame them then? Hey, you all right?
No way I'm gonna swim!
I hate water! Can't you see nobody cares?
Fingers. Know where I can find them?
If I could, I'd swap, you know? Why does everything have to be so damn convoluted? In the end, all I got left are shredded cables and empty bottles.
Hey, hands off!
Think I'm scared of your skinny ass?
You will be when every mox in town descends on this shithole.
Look to the future.
You got a financial claim? Take it to court.
Envisioned for our fair city. I promise to do everything in my power to ensure you continue on.
Everyone's got their breaking point. Just pay me what you owe me, and you can fuck off to greener pastures.
V, hey.
I don't owe you shit.
Hello? There's a line!
Nuh-uh, you ain't cutting.
Sit your ass down and wait
Fingers
your
guy.
turn.
You know him?
Heard some things, yeah.
Like...
His hand sometimes slips.
For all that. Think Fingers would have fixed a cracked faceplate for free? You want out?
Glad to see a familiar face.
I'm worried sick about her, V. Had no idea anything had happened.
We'll find her. I know we will. After the heist, Evelyn holed up with the Mox for a while, right?
That's right.
So why the hell she go back to Clouds?
Thought she'd be safer there. God knows why. Tried to get her to see straight, but she wouldn't listen.
You talked to Fingers yet?
If only. He's harder to get in to see than the best docs in town. We're gonna be here forever. I just know it. Maybe you could talk to those girls, see if we can cut in front?
Why me?
I don't think they like me. Just give it a shot. That or come up with something better.
She means a lot to you, doesn't she?
And you've arrived at that conclusion how exactly?
Moment you knew where she was, you sprang into action.
Once you get close to Evelyn, you never want to let her go.
Think Evelyn's being kept here somewhere.
On the one hand, hope she is, because I want her back fast. But on the other, hope to God no, because who knows what that sick fuck could have done to her.
Fingers a friend to the working guys and girls around here?
Helped me. I'd be in a wheelchair if it wasn't for him. He chipped you some chrome with real skin that had peeled off. What he replaced it with looks like a bathroom floor from a senior home. Better than being a cripple.
Here. This ought to cover you for some real chrome. From a real ripper.
If you're flush enough to afford a real reaper, then what are you doing here?
Hell do you care? He here cause he feel like it. Now thank the man unless you and me Delta.
Can't see nothing but a blur.
Faceplate's
Come on,
previous
let's go.
owner had a longer face than you. Edges are stretching your optic nerves.
I think he's done.
Don't
We going in?
worry. Your eyes will adjust. Eventually. Yes? Hello? What can I do for you?
Need a minute of your time.
A minute? That's all? Shame. Could watch those juicy lips of yours flap for hours, days. But I'm busy right now. You Tiger Claws? Far as I know, I'm all paid up.
We're with the Mox.
Kaboom! Saw
The
yourself.
Mox? Why didn't you say so? So, what brings you here?
These girls know you're chipping faulty implants?
You might say so. I'd say they're the very best I can find. See?
What's in it for you?
Whatever they have to... offer. And they always have something to offer.
You're a sick fuck. Know that?
What do you two want?
The remainder of Mayor Ryan's term will be fulfilled.
I used to ride with nomads. Resourceful folk. Wouldn't cast anything aside until it was worn down, dead, couldn't be fixed or reused in some other way. But what you're giving these girls, not even nomads would touch that.
Please, let's not exaggerate. I give them what I can. What do you two want?
For our fair city. I promise.
Evelyn Parker. I need to know where she is.
Step into my office, please. Many girls come through here. So many. But let me put it to you this way. I believe in giving each of them the personal touch. Ask anyone. I'm more than a chop doc. See, I know what people truly want. To be flattered, praised, patted. To feel like they deserve it. Of course, I can't remember each and every one. Please set your exquisite derrieres down.
Forrest. Name mean anything to you?
Nope.
They call him Woodman. Works at the dollhouse.
You talked to him?
Woodman and we had a talk. Told me he brought her here to you. Said you paid him for her. What good was she to you?
You must have misheard. First of all, I didn't pay an penny for her. He paid me to take her in. Second, I never laid eyes on those eddies in the end because I couldn't rejig her implant. So he left her with me as payment for my efforts.
I can't fucking listen to this. We are talking about a living, breathing person.
Half alive. Technically. Poor girl. Tried to help her, I did. But as you can see, this isn't exactly a state-of-the-art facility.
You mentioned you couldn't help her. Help her with what exactly?
If I only knew, I wager she'd be standing here, happy and smiling. Instruction register on her chip was burnt to a crisp. Tried replacing it. Nothing.
Damage was caused by a netrunner using homebrewed malware.
Sounds about right.
Get to the point.
The point? Ah, yes. Well, I haven't the faintest idea where she is.
Enough of this bullshit! What'd you do to her, you freak?
Now, either you put a muzzle on this creature, or put her down. It's impossible to have a conversation with her around.
Don't talk to her like that.
She insulted me!
Look, the quicker you spill, the shorter you'll have to put up with us. Now, Evelyn Parker, where is she?
Could very well be on her way to becoming the next underground braindance darling. That's all I know.
What do you mean by underground?
I don't know. I mean, I don't watch that sort of stuff.
Snuff? XBDs?
I told you I don't know.
You sure about this?
4 days I had her here. She was out cold in La La Land for practically every minute. It wasn't a slumber party. We didn't have pillow fights and promised to send each other postcards.
Where will we find her?
How many times do I have to repeat myself? I don't know. I did what anyone in my place would do. When I realized I wouldn't be able to help her, patch her up, I called my fixer. 2 guys came and picked her up the same day.
Who'd you call? Who's your fixer?
Wakako. Told her I had a busted doll with a BD implant to hand off.
Where did they take her?
I told you already. I don't know. They weren't the talkative kind, and I'm no gonk. I know better than to ask questions of people like that.
You're no gonk? What do you think? Why'd all these girls come in here, let you grope around them? Think it's for your charm? Your caring attitude? They do it because they got no choice. And in the end, they despise you. They can smell you're pathetic.
These guys, what do they look like?
Like you, me, anyone else in this city.
Really now? They look like you?
They look like the kind of guys you don't make eye contact with. One of them was a bearded fellow.
The 2 that came for her didn't say anything about where they were gonna take her, what they were gonna do to her.
Mentioned something about virtues with a moth, of all things. Said she'd be perfect for them, whatever that means. But that's really all I know.
You pawned her off like she was some fucking inanimate mannequin.
Because that's exactly what she was.
Need air. I'll be outside.
She, overdid it a bit. Temper's been running high lately.
Yes, well, you're a far more reasonable beast. Handsomer, too.
I let her go back to Clouds. Could have stopped her, but I didn't.
Losing our cool won't do us any favors. It's a waste of time.
Oh, I'm cool. Real fucking cool with the fact that Ev's probably already dead.
You don't know that. And I'm sure as hell not gonna squander precious minutes we could spend looking.
Only lead we got's an XBD. Where's that get us?
We also know we're looking for something related to the Death's Head. It's better than nothing.
I don't get your optimism. Still sounds like a big fat nothing to me.
Death's Head symbol bring anything to mind? Anything. Doesn't matter how small.
This industry... I mean, market's looking for every kind of fetish out there. It's cavernous. But an XBD outfit'd be on the move, almost always. Makes them harder to nab, harder to sting.
Need to figure out where they're scrolling this stuff. Gotta be a rat hole of some sort. Doubt they do much shooting on location.
Yeah, gotta be somewhere quiet, out of the way.
It could be we'll see something to point us in their direction in one of their virtues.
Ugh, have to be real gonks to leave a clue.
Everyone, everything leaves something behind. Just need to know where to look. Lucky for me, I'm running around with the best BD specialist in town. Has an extra pair of expert eyes.
Well, your BD expert has a better idea. Pleasures of Night City, a domain with its twin on the dark net. Every kind of thing goes on there. Might stumble on something useful.
Let me think for a sec.
V, get it
I think
together.
I'll try calling Wakako. Fix her fingers mentioned.
Thought of an angle to run on her?
Why would I need one?
Even if she knows the studio's location, she's not gonna spill. Be putting her neck on the line.
Huh. Okay. I'm buying the brain dance. We can analyze, play detective.
Fine. Meantime, see if I can't find something on the NCP domain. I'll wait in the van.
V, nice surprise. What is it you need?
Looking for a brain dance.
Oh, any particular one?
Logo on the casing. A death's head moth.
Whoa, now. That's quicksand. So I would advise caution.
Know who makes them? Where they scroll them?
And do you know what a fixer does? Allow me to explain. Not only do I finalize transactions, I can accomplish the goddamn impossible.
Which would be...
Making sure the buyer, supplier, and ever neglected intermediary not only keep their heads in the games, but keep their heads, period. So don't you ever ask me who, with whom, where, when, why, or how.
Can you get me one of those recordings?
No, but I have a pretty good idea who can.
Who'd that be?
There's a store on Jig Street. It has a Pandora's box worth of crap inside. Try asking the owner.
Thanks, Wako.
Where's your cute little ass rushing off to? Slow down. Treat yourself to a little RELAXXX.
Right here. A curbside massage.
No. Gotta pay extra for that.
What's this one do? Use your imagination. What?
Looking for, something special. A brain dance to really...
You mean smut?
Nah, more hardcore.
Won't find it here. But there's a guy on Jig Street, has a whole lot of peculiar flicks. And I mean peculiar.
Looking for something raw, untouched.
Raw's all you get with me. What's your edge?
Want something that'll floor me. Really scramble the neurons.
You got it all, man. Bare knuckle boxing, shootouts, black ops, interrogations, amputations.
No. I mean something like, well, you know.
Fetishes?
No, come on, you know what I mean?
No, I don't. Think I'd be doing this job if I could read minds?
I want to know what it's like to kill somebody.
See? Wasn't so hard. So, got some classics from the last Corp War, or armed robbery if you're looking for something fresher. What are you looking for?
Looking for BDs. A particular kind.
Particular? You a badge?
Give me the best of the best. The ones with the death's head.
Didn't know I was dealing with a connoisseur. Death's head'll cost you, though.
How about a discount for your newest customer?
Only give regulars discounts. If you're short, then fuck off.
Got anything that might interest me?
Pleasure doing biz with you.
Hop in. Let me get everything prepped. You make sure the wreath's snug on you. You'll watch while I edit in real time. The old one, too.
Ready when you are.
Want you to describe what you see. Might catch me. Editing mode's good to go. Stick around all you want.
Scav, gotta be. No one else with that kind of fashion sense. Christ, it's hot. Thermal readings are off the charts.
Keep looking.
Heard shit like that before. Sounds like scavs to me. Radio's turned way up. Probably to drown out the screaming. Ordered recently. Scav woman. Who knew that sides chopping people up, they were scrolling XBDs? Electric corp patch in the coveralls. Coveralls had a patch on him. Electric Corp.
Could be a costume. A prop?
Factory worker fetish? Hard as hell to believe.
Did it explain the higher thermal readings, too? You could be onto something.
Ordinary box. Decker, Tanaka, and Rogers logo. Standard for a trash heap. Can't beat that rich Synthkov aroma. Cheap shit. Cold, too. Bucket slice. Coffee was cold. Like, from the day before. Pizza looked fresh, though.
So?
Means someone's grabbing bucket slice regularly. Which is not something someone does for the flavor and fresh ingredients. Pizza shares its DNA with styrofoam. Nobody's gonna schlep across town for it. Okay. We're looking for an electric core power plant located near a bucket slice.
EC used to have a big old complex in Charter Hill. Bucket Slice checks out too. How can you be sure, though?
Here we go. Old electric core power plant in Charter Hill. Gotta make do with this for now. Nothing else to garner from this scroll. No time to lose. We gotta go there.
Definitely. Ride with me?
Let's get going.
On our way.
Still can't shake it. That virtue sample we saw with the Death's Head moth. If all they scroll is snuff, then...
Stop it. They'd have to be utter gonks to waste her on something like that.
What do you mean?
We're talking about a girl who's not only a natural at what she does, but also's got a doll's implant. I mean, that's not a package you find lying out in the street. And here we are.
We going in?
Find us a way inside. I'll hang back, scan the subnet, see if there's any blueprints of the complex lying around. Join you as soon as I find something. Let's link on Hollow till then.
It's not gonna be pretty in there.
So? If you mean to tell me to hang back altogether, don't bother.
All right, going in.
Blue Moon, Red Menace, Purple Force. It's us, cracks! After making waves in Tokyo, Sydney, and Paris, their next stop is on your doorstep. Night City, expect the unexpected.
When a phantom itch leads to a fatal system error, or a body, install at your own risk. Available only on Braindance stores now.
my sea dogs. Set sail for flavor with Capitan Caliente's world-famous tacos, now in whale size.
Got the blueprint. Be there in a sec. Try to find a way to the lower levels.
Found a way down. You see my position?
Yep, be there in a sec. Wait for me. I'm here. We need to get to level -2. Bet that's where they're keeping her. That shirt. I know it.
Evelyn's?
Without a doubt.
Carefully hurt something.
Looks like snuffs are only the tip of the iceberg.
Smells like propylmethionine. Must be cooking RPM here.
RPM. Used to sprinkle it on my breakfast.
All clear. Hallway on your left. Get moving, V. Look at us now. Still standing.
Back in the samurai days, we'd place ads in this thing looking for background dancers.
Looks like you weren't the only ones with bright ideas.
It was a veritable gold mine of women.
I won't hurt you.
From his family. He died peacefully in his sleep. The exact cause of his death has not been released, but initial reports suggest coronary implant failure. The remainder of Mayor Ryan's term will be fulfilled by his deputy mayor and closest associate, Weldon Holt. Holt has also
frontiers. We must look to the future.
Provides 330% recommended daily value.
See them up ahead.
You?
Wherever you are.
Clear. Keep going.
Covers. Classic. Can't go wrong.
Except these are solid steel, not soft-core plastic kind. Even if you come here on your own, gunning to become a star, there's no guarantee you're ever getting out.
Think that's a maintenance room. See what I can stir up.
I won't hurt.
Gutted out all her implants. And why stop there? Took a few internal organs while they were at it.
How so very resourceful.
Scavs. No matter how many you stamp out, there'll always be more crawling around somewhere.
Figure you've made their acquaintance.
Afraid so.
Maybe she's here already.
Used him as a puppet in a virtue that killed him, then tore out his implants.
What should he remember before he sets out for the day?
Where are you?
Close to the studio, I think. You find anything useful?
Read up the elevator. Should be easier to get out of here. You really don't fuck around, do you? Wait 1 sec for me.
real stuff.
All right, I'm here. Let's find her. Hang in there, Ev.
Slaughterhouse. Satisfy your
Experience all throwback corn, 16 new flavors, and mix it up.
That's Evelyn. Just don't touch her. If she's recording, you'll scramble her brain. Wait until I cut her link.
I see her. Cable 2.
Grab it and tell me when you're gonna yank it. I'll break the link at my end at the same time.
All right, let's do this.
Wait for my signal. Here goes. Ready? And... Thank God. Evelyn, you hear me?
She okay to be moved? No brain hemorrhages, damage to the spine?
Doesn't seem to have any wounds. Guess we got no choice.
Let's get her somewhere safe.
Fast, too.
Which way?
I sealed the doors and managed to power the elevators.
Elevators it is, then.
Come on, is it really that hard? Please, just one. For me?
Fine, have it your way. Smoke to your lungs' content.
Ah, finally, something better than exhaust and the stench of the city. Don't tell me you don't feel it, too. We going in?
Let's give him a couple. You saw how she looked.
If it was up to me, I would have splashed some water on her face back at the studio and asked her straight up. I'm not about to stand around waiting for some dumb whore to finally wake up and realize what she's done. Won't be looking much better if you don't get your ass in gear.
It's not up to you, though, is it? Let's go.
She's sleeping. At least I think she is. Her eyes are closed and she's not shaking anymore. I would have already killed her by now if I didn't feel so bad for her.
How's she feeling?
Use your imagination. That place sucked every last drop of humanity from her. It's not enough, she already gave up everything she had. I just kept taking more and more. She's in some kind of trance, like she's folded into herself. No reaction to her surroundings whatsoever. I really didn't want to poke around in her head. I did it for you. I just want you to know that.
I need to talk to her.
Listen, I know you've got some serious questions that she's got the answers to. I mean, if I were you, I'd want to know too. But it's just not gonna happen. She's completely out of it.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
You're mad at her? Why?
When you asked me to scour her behavioral chip, I was just about done dealing with your shit.
Judy, I didn't have any
I know.
other...
It's okay.
So I don't get why...
You'll find out in a sec. I'll show you the virtue I found.
How many BDs did you manage to rip?
2. Only one of them's intact. Understandable, though. The rest... well, they're in the same shape as Evelyn right now.
Guessing you saw them already.
Yeah, had to wrestle to make sense of the whole thing. But I don't want to say anything and taint your perspective. You should go in with fresh eyes.
Okay, show me.
Give me a sec while I set the parameters.
Guess we'll find out if our doll really did lose her tune. Come on, V.
Have a seat.
I'll be the first to admit, this does not look good.
All right, roll it.
Data was in pretty rough shape. Not all that editable.
Huh. Glad you managed to salvage them in the first place.
Needs a second to load. Quality's lousy, but I did what I could.
What am I looking out for? Every year,
Take a look around if you want.
Can't see your face.
Under normal circumstances, that kind of encryption's easy to crack. But not this time. Whoever she is, she's got serious net running skills.
That, or someone's working it for her. I think I recognize these.
What are they?
Vive markings.
You familiar with them?
Not enough to know what they actually mean. Heard of who might use them, though.
Who?
Could be the Voodoo Boys, but that's just a hunch. Can't be 100% sure.
The spine-chilling Netrunner crew? Hard to find, because they don't want to be. I wouldn't know where to start.
Every single piece of tech I see, security.
We need a layout of the whole room. We will get everything else we need from the virtue.
What about his messages?
Only if you can do it and be parfait, Boris. It's most important that he suspect nothing. Try to be your usual, relaxed self.
And if he starts talking about the biochip himself, should I?
Be important.
Maybe.
All
All of them are from Pacifica. Now's down our search.
Biochip himself?
What now?
Should I?
Looks like I'm going on a field trip to Pacifica.
Where you hear this? That is not of interest to you. You spin the virtue, you come back here. We give you the eddies. That is your one job. The rest is none of your concern. Understand?
All right, think we got everything.
What do you think?
Now we know what happened to Clouds. They're the ones who tried to flatline her. Launched a nuke at her ship.
So it was punishment? For getting played by her?
She knew more than they thought she knew. Couldn't let that go.
So that's who she was running from.
The woman who hired Evelyn. Any idea who we're up against?
Your guess is as good as mine. Sorry, V.
Looks like Evelyn never told us the whole truth.
You're telling me. If I'd known what she'd gotten herself into... I'm so mad at her.
Her only job was to record a virtue. It's pretty damn amazing she managed to organize a full-blown heist. And swipe the biochip from under her boss's noses.
So that's where you came in. She hired you. And brought this all on herself. On you two. There's one more recording. Wanna see it?
Sure, why not? Nothing can surprise me at this point.
Oui, oui, allez. What language is she speaking?
I don't know. Haitian Creole? It is the Voodoo Boys.
Didn't I... Wait, let me see if I've got an auto-translator. Meantime, you try to tune into the phone's frequency. See what the other side's saying. Try scanning the... Got it. Give it a second.
Here, like, if you...
Heard her mention Yorinobu.
Probably why Evelyn buried this recording deep. Got another name.
Oui, allez.
Something like...
raison, moi, c'est tout intelligent pour ça, pour te y bien.
Ou pensez mademoiselle a fait nous un problème?
On n'est pas enragé. En plus,
We have to know what they're saying. Could be important.
Just found the auto-translator. Should get along fine with your system. I'll install it now.
Petit poupée a déjà allé. Il a agi dans écoute. Petit poupée a déjà allé.
Oui, lui allez. Vous avez raison, moi, c'est tout intelligent pour ça, pour te y bien.
Ou pensez mademoiselle a fait nous un problème?
On n'est pas enragé. En plus, c'est le plus bon moyen de nous gagner pour nous arriver sur nos bouts. Faut que nous prenions chance là.
Moi, t'as ramé quoi même j'avais, qui Sylvain a mené nous direct sous Alt.
Vous gagnez plus bon l'idée? Très bien. Si vous décidez si c'est bon critiquer ça me pense, à continuer à faire travail. Vous pouvez arracher fini.
Vous pouvez déjà aller.
Oui, lui allez. Vous avez raison, moi c'est tout intelligent pour ça, pour te y bien.
Vous pensez mademoiselle a fait nous un problème?
On n'est pas enragé. En plus, c'est le plus bon moyen de nous gagner pour nous arriver sur nos bouts. Faut que nous prenions chance là.
Moi, t'as ramé quoi même j'avais, qui Sylvain a mené nous direct sous Alt.
Vous gagnez plus bon l'idée? Très bien. Si vous décidez si c'est bon critiquer ça me pense, à continuer à faire travail.
Okay, Judy, we're good.
All right, disconnecting. I don't get it. What's this have to do with Johnny Silverhand? He died, like, forever ago. V, you got any idea?
A biochip we stole. It's got Silverhand's engram burned onto it.
Engram?
Digitized psyche. Personality construct. Can you give me a minute? I need to go over some stuff. In my head.
Of course.
Know who they are, who the woman is. Any idea how we find them?
Fuck, V. I've been dead the last half-century. Sorry if I'm unable to hand you all the answers on a chrome fucking platter when you snap your fingers.
These people, what could they want from Alt?
How the hell should I know?
Got no notion whatsoever?
One way or another, everything leads back to that Netrunner. Finding her's our biggest priority. If she knows as much as I think she knows about the chip, she can help us out.
Thought you said nothing could help us.
Nah, just find us that Juju wirehead, okay?
Wait, you got any idea how to get in touch with the Voodoo Boys?
I'll ask around, make a few calls. Let me put it this way. The Voodoo Boys wouldn't trust a cat if it walked onto their turf. But someone's gotta know a way in.
Well, good luck. Hope you won't need it.
Thanks, Judy.
No, V. Thank you. You're a good person. Evelyn could never see what was under people's skin. If she could have gotten to know you a bit better, then... who knows? Things might have turned out differently.
Didn't know she dabbled in robotics.
Now that's fucking shimmer. Think that's how she winds down?
After a day's work of tuning hardcore smut? Wouldn't be surprised. Huh, interesting.
Place looks like a fucking antique museum.
Then I guess you should feel right at home.
Chick's got taste.
That all you have to say?
And she's nice. 6 out of 10.